How much does it cost to become a life coach? Hey guys, I'm Krista Kathleen. I am the founder and CEO of the Born to Coach Training Academy. We are a level 2 ICF-accredited coach training program. And I've also been a life coach for the past 8 years and absolutely love this work that I do. And I'm fully committed to helping other life coaches being able to get certified and get their ICF credentials and become part-time or full-time coaches. So that way you can say yes to this rewarding work and get paid to do the work that you really love. Okay, so if you're watching this video, I assume that you might have a lot of overwhelming feelings and emotions coming up right now of, can I actually afford to become a life coach and start a life coaching business? And it sounds like it's something that's going to be really expensive. And the reality is it doesn't have to be. And I do not want money holding you back from starting your life coaching business. So the first thing I want to teach you in today's video is to learn how to get scrappy. Now, this is something that one of my past business mentors taught me, and it's such valuable advice that I want to share with all of you as well, is take advantage of all of the amazing free resources that are out there, and don't throw a lot of money at your business until you really know that it's going to work and that you enjoy being a life coach. I see a lot of new coaches waste thousands of hard-earned dollars on websites and professional pictures and logos and business cards. And then they end up deciding that they don't really want to be a life coach, or their niche changes. Yeah, it's totally okay to not invest a lot of money in the beginning into your business while you're still figuring out what works. There's a lot of platforms out there that offer free options. So one of them is Acuity. That's the scheduling software that I use for to run my coaching business, and they have a free level. So totally take advantage of that free. And then as you start to get your systems and processes set up, then you can start to spend more money. Also, something that I did in the beginning too, when I was doing my coaching calls, I just used video messenger on Facebook because it was free to run my coaching calls. Now I do them on Zoom, and I upgraded later on. But yeah, I just wanted something for free to start out with. So you could totally do something like that. Also, I have this amazing free checklist called the Ultimate Get Started Checklist for New Life Coaches. And it's going to tell you everything that you need to get your life coaching business set up, and things that you need right now and things that you can invest in later on. It's a really great resource. So I totally recommend downloading that after you watch this video. All right, the second thing is, let's talk about, what does it cost to find clients? And the reality is, it doesn't have to cost anything. You can always ask for referrals. You can always do word of mouth marketing, which I think is the best at the end of the day to find great clients. Definitely don't need a website right now. I ran my coaching business for 6 months with paying clients before I had a website. Even just doing things like a Facebook business page or Instagram can be your website for right now. Please do not waste money on paid advertising, like paid ads for like Facebook and Instagram right now. I had a past mentor that told me that ads are more for like pouring gasoline on fire. So you want to find what's already working. And then when you find what's working, then you do paid advertising for that. So please do not start off with paid advertising trying to find clients. You're just going to waste your hard-earned dollars there. And let's talk about lifestyle ROI. What is it costing you to stay in your current 9-to-5? I'm sure there's a part of you that's really scared about thinking about quitting your job and then working for yourself part-time or full-time. And I remember I felt that way in the beginning too. I was having so much fear, so much anxiety, so much panic attacks of thinking about quitting my nursing job, of what I went to school for, to start my own business, where I felt like I had no idea what I was doing, but I also knew I was miserable being a nurse and that I had to do something else because I just knew I was going to burn out soon. And I was working with my life coach at the time, and I absolutely loved the work that she was doing with me and how fast it was changing my life. And I was like, I want to do what you do. But then at the same time, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. Like, how do I how do I make that jump? How do I make that transition? So if you're currently in that space right now, I hear you, I see you, I totally get it. But a lot of times we let these big fears and worries really hold us back from exploring other options. And so I know you're probably, you're probably comfortable right now and your job is paying your bills, which is great, but and as you think about starting your own business, it might feel like a big risk, and you might feel like you're going to be losing money. But again, you have to ask yourself of like, how much is it costing you to stay in your current 9 to 5? Like, how much money are you spending out on meals right now? It's getting incredibly expensive to go out to restaurants and even to get fast food these days. And think about how much money you could start to spend by cooking your own meals at home if you work for yourself at home. Also, I found an article that said that the average American spends $867 per year on fuel and $410 on car maintenance each year. And then you have to think about what you're spending in car insurance and then tolls as well. That all starts to add up. And then on top of that, I found another article that said that the average American spends 239 hours commuting to work each year. So think about, if you get that time back, if you get 239 hours of your time back because you decide to work from home, you can be spending all of that time working on your business, doing work that you actually love. And then another thing to think about too is the cost of childcare. Another article said that the average cost of childcare in the United States is $14,760 per child per year. So more and more moms are deciding to stay at home to save on these outrageous childcare costs. And if you're deciding to stay at home more, then you may as well start your own business and be able to make some money while you're at home, right? And then another thing too is there's so many great tax write-offs that you can use when you start running your own business too. Especially when you work from home, you can start to write off your internet and your cell phone bill and a certain amount of square footage for your home office and your electricity and your heat and your air conditioning. You can write off if you hire a coach or if you go through coach training. If you start to travel and you meet up with clients, you can write off your airline tickets, you can write off your meals. So you can start to save a lot of money on your taxes by running your own business. But I've just barely scratched the surface here, so I would definitely recommend talking to your tax preparer, your accountant, more about this. And then you may not be ready to make the full jump yet and quit your job and work for yourself part-time or full-time as a life coach, but what I would recommend is, keep your current 9 to 5 that you have right now to keep that financial cushion and paying your bills, and then start to learn how to become a coach right now. Start to learn how to run your own coaching business while you have your current 9 to 5, and then you can start to bring in those clients on the side. That's what I did at the end of my nursing career, and I was making up to an additional $1,000 a month by working with a couple of private one-to-one life coaching clients. And not only did that help to supplement my income, but what it also helped to do was give me, more motivation and inspiration and energy to get through my current job, which I was not liking anymore. I remember just being at the hospital and being so excited to rush home and jump on my client calls because I absolutely love coaching. So that can be something that can be really helpful for you as well if you're just stuck in this soul-sucking job, to start to have this thing just for you, your life coaching business that's just for you, and that can make everything else in your life that you're doing right now feel better. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about is what I would recommend is, instead of spending money on things like business cards and websites and professional photos, which can definitely add up, is to invest your money into an ICF-accredited coach training program right now. That is going to be your best and fastest return on investment here. Right? The best marketing you can do is to be really good at what you do. And so when you go through coach training, you're going to learn how to become a really confident coach who knows how to confidently help anyone around any type of problem. And you're going to learn how to structure your coaching sessions, the best questions to ask, how to do proper goal setting, how to hold your clients accountable, how to safely and ethically coach at the professional level. A lot of times coaches are self-taught. They're trying to figure it out on their own. I used to be one of those coaches, and it's not a fun place to run your business from that place of just feeling like you don't know what you're doing and you're just kind of like guessing. I think this is the right thing to say to my clients. I don't really know if they're getting what they need here. When you go through coach training, you get to eliminate all that type of like fumbling around the dark and that self-doubt. And you get to study all of the coaching methodologies. And so you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing with the clients, why you're asking what you're asking. Nothing sells faster than confidence. And just so you guys know, investing in a coach training program, it is going to be an investment, but I do feel that it is a very worthwhile investment. For me, going through coach training is what completely took off my coaching career. And one of the mindset hacks that I did that I want to share with you guys is when I went through coach training, I said that I want to make my investment back before the program ends. And so I said, I'm going to make that investment back by hiring on coaching clients and using what I'm making from coaching clients to pay off my coach training. And guess what? I was able to do that within 3 months. And it felt really good. And not only was my coach training program paid off, but then I had proven to myself that this is something I can do. And I knew for the rest of my life how to create my own money through coaching clients. So I would encourage you guys to do that same thing for yourself before enrolling in coach training, just setting that intention of I am going to pay off this coach training program through the coaching clients that I find when I'm in the program.
I am just over the moon and so excited to just be in this program, just see my growth over this last 6 months. It's been mind-blowing, and I've made some amazing friends along the way to where I know I have some new lifelong friends, and I am just so thankful for Krista's program.
Okay, so I want you guys to sit with this question today of how much is it costing me to not be a life coach? Get creative with your answer. Share it in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. All right, and if you feel like your next step is enrolling in a coach training program, then I would love to invite you to check out our Born to Coach Training Academy. We are currently accepting new students. So below the video, you can check out all the details of our program. And then after you read through all the details, if you're like, yes, this feels like the right coach training program for me, then go ahead and book an enrollment call. Either me or one of our trainers will get on the phone with you and meet you and hear all about your coaching vision and mission. And then we'll answer all of your burning questions around the program and just help you to figure out if this is going to be the best coach training program for you before you invest. So I'm so excited to see you on an enrollment call. And thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in our next coaching video. All right, bye guys.